Franz Reichelt's fatal flight. In 1912, Franz Reichelt, a French tailor, believed he had invented the ultimate parachute suit. Instead of testing it safely, however, he decided to prove his invention's worth by jumping from the Eiffel Tower. Reichelt hesitated for a moment, then leaped. Unfortunately, his revolutionary parachute failed completely, and he plummeted to his death, captured on film for the world to see. Aeschylus and the deadly tortoise. Picture a sunny day in ancient Greece around 500 BC. Aeschylus, a famous playwright, was enjoying a walk when fate had other plans. An eagle flying overhead was carrying a tortoise, looking for a hard surface to crack its shell. Mistaking Aeschylus's bald, shiny head for a rock, the eagle dropped the tortoise. In a bizarre twist of events, the tortoise struck Aeschylus's head, killing him instantly. The Dancing Plague of Strasbourg. In July 1518, something extraordinary happened in Strasbourg. It began with one woman, Frau Trophea, who started dancing in the street. Within a week, 30 people joined her, and by the end of the month, nearly 400 people were dancing uncontrollably. And the thing was, they couldn't stop, dancing day and night, even as they grew exhausted. Many danced until they collapsed and either died from heart attacks or just sheer physical exhaustion. And the weird thing is, this still is all unexplained to this day. Sigurd the Mighty's ironic end. A Viking leader with an impressive reputation, Sigurd the Mighty met a strange fate. After defeating a rival chieftain named Maelbridger, he cut off his enemy's head and tied it to his horse's saddle as a trophy, but Maelbridger's buck teeth scraped against Sigurd's leg during the ride. But here's the thing, the small cut became severely infected, and within days, the mighty Viking died from this minor wound. Talk about what goes around comes around, right? Hans Steininger's deadly beard. In 1567, Hans Steininger was famous for having the world's longest beard, over 4.5 feet long in fact. During a fire, however, he was panicked and forgot to use his special beard clasp. This would prove to be a fatal mistake, however. As he rushed to escape, he stepped on his own beard, tripped, and broke his neck. Who would have thought his watty whiskers would be his own worst enemy? Draco's suffocating appreciation. Draco, Athens' first legislator, met a bizarre end in a theatre. His supporters were so appreciative of his work that they began showering him with gifts, hats and cloaks. However, the overwhelming show of support became deadly, as Draco was literally suffocated by the sheer volume of gifts thrown his way. The dead horse race winner. On June 4th, 1943, jockey Frank Hayes experienced the most unusual victory in racing history, and unfortunately not one that he could celebrate. During the horse race, he suffered a heart attack mid-race. Incredibly, he remained in the saddle and his horse crossed the finish line unaware of its rider's death, and completed the race, finishing in first place with Hayes still mounted, flopping around. Ray Chapman's fatal pitch. In 1920, Ray Chapman, a shortstop for the Cleveland Indians, was in the middle of a baseball game as usual, until he became the only Major League Baseball player to die directly by being hit by a pitch. Struck in the temple, he collapsed and died the next day. Which might not actually be that surprising considering the fastest baseball throw ever was a blazing 106 miles an hour. Garry Hoy's window demonstration. In 1993, lawyer Garry Hoy wanted to demonstrate the strength of a glass window. During a party, he repeatedly threw himself against the window to prove it was unbreakable. On one of these attempts, however, as he gave the window another sturdy barge, while the glass held, the window frame gave way, and Hoy fell 24 stories to his death. A fatal demonstration of overconfidence. Bobby Leach's ironic slip. 25th of July, 1911. It was just another normal day for famous daredevil Bobby Leach. His newest and wildest stunt included climbing into a big steel barrel and throwing himself over the edge of Niagara Falls. Just another day at the office. Despite suffering a broken jaw and battered kneecaps. Miraculously, Bobby survives the 173-foot drop. Surprisingly, he met his almost comical end after slipping on an orange peel in New Zealand. The fall led to a leg infection, resulting in an amputation, ultimately leading to his death, proving that even the most adventurous can fall victim to the most mundane hazards. Hey, let's see what your fortune holds today. It says that if you subscribe, you'll become immune to orange peels. See you next time.